Donna, you and your brother are just little characters in our head.
Yeah. If you think about it, most things and people are.
Yeah. You invent
Mm-hmm.
caricatures of them.
You can't read a person's mind and stuff, and you know people that you love or care about or know about, but you aren't around. Everybody just kind of like builds this little narrative in their head about what they're doing and thinking about things. It's interesting. Allo, allo, allo. Good evening. It is I, Powell Ziegel. Ugh. Water's the best thing ever. I love water.
Would it be like Wai Shui?
Wo I shui, probably. Wo I ni.
Wai Ni. Oh, yeah, I need.
Wo yeah I ni. Thinking about growing magic mushrooms. We can't figure out which sites are legit or not for spores. Well, let's see if I can help you out with that, officer. Have you tried going to www.imacop.com? They've got a wide selection of illegal spores.
If you're not a cop, you're too dumb to grow mushrooms, I think.
Yeah, seriously, bro. You just don't come up in like a public ass chat and be like, hey, anybody want to help me with an illegal drug grow up? It's like, oh yeah, dude. It's like fucking skibbity toilet shit, bro. What's up, skibbity bros? Anybody know how to break the law? It's like, fucking, are you guys ever gonna fucking like, I'm doing crime stuff right now. I'm gonna do crime stuff. Whatever, bro.
Don't worry, he's using ExpressVPN and he's got it on.
Yeah, he's on NordVPN, bro. He's got it on lockdown. Nobody will ever catch him. It's okay, dude. Everybody's sub gump once in a while. At least you recognize it. The NSA will never see. Because I'm on a VPN. VPNs have got to be like one of the biggest fucking scams of all time. Like one of the most recent internet scams has got to be these motherfuckers paying $30 a month to hide nothing from nobody. You know what I mean?
Well, I like how Uncle Roger advertises it because he's advertised it solely for like unlocking geo-locked content.
Right. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if you want to watch something in Britain and they've got it behind a British IP, you know,
Like if you want to
checker.
watch something on BBC for
Right.
free, yeah.
Boop. It works for that. But like as far as it hiding what you're doing from anybody who has the fucking desire to see it. Oh, Andrew's out here with the fucking biscuit, bro. He's out here with the shata. Making it go rata. I mean, yeah, all VPNs are real. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. And what it is it's just a pass-through, right? Your IP address kicks to a machine that gives you another IP address. It's located somewhere else on the earth, right? And lets you look as if you're from that geolocation, right? But if you're talking about the cops trying to see what you're up to, the government trying to see what you're up to, foreign governments trying to see what you're up to, and pretty much anybody with like the knowledge, know-how, and will to see what you're up to, if you think that you turn the VPN on and nobody sees what you're up to, I got some news for you. The former network systems administrator. We can see what you're up to.
If you're just watching Planet Earth 3 on BBC, probably
Nobody cares. Yeah, dude, they found Osama bin Laden hiding in Pakistan in like a little tiny fucking apartment somewhere deep in the city. Like they caught his ass, they'll catch you. Dude, is that the new Trump thing? Blunts have gotten small. Remember back in the day when blunts were big? Blunts are tiny now. They're tiny. They're tiny.
What's the most comical large one that you've had?
Well, so guys got this Canagar, which is like a full-sized Cohiba cigar, that big around, big, fat, wrapped in like cannabis leaf instead of tobacco leaf. So green, uncured cannabis leaf wrapper, beautiful cigar. You know how they've got those little like paper things around them? I went to pull that off and the whole cigar went. I broke like this beautiful Canagar thing. We were able to still smoke it. It wasn't like it completely ruined, but yeah, that was comically big. That could have smoked out a party of like 20 people, probably.
Would you just have to like glue it together with spit?
No, we just like, you know, take the bottom half of it, smoke that. When that's gone, take the other half of it and smoke that. How it worked. Yeah. The fuck is an elf bar? So you kids are huffing on some crazy ass shit. Galaxy gas. Running around with fucking nitrous oxide and Delta 72. Crazy wild shit just to get a fucking buzz. What happened is just some weed. Brother, can I buy some weed? All right. Well, I'll empower Dirt Cobain then. Jesus. The weed is crazy tonight. Here's Dirt Cobain, empowered as he is. 9 to 5 on Monday. Yeah, I don't know, man. Get there early if it's your first day or whatever. Smoking a geek bar and a elf bar at the same time? What the fuck is that? What is a bar? What the fuck is a bar? What do you... It's like a vape. Are you gonna... Do you get what I'm gonna ask next? Why are we calling it a bar?
Dino and
If it's a vape, why don't we just call it a vape? Where did this bar shit start and why? Dinor's fucking barks. The kids would rather have a bar like a candy bar. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't fucking know, bro. I've been fucking models. I've been popping bottles all night. Playboy in the grotto. I know that line. I know what that line's about. Playboy in the grotto. You know what that line's about?
no, you explain.
At the Playboy Mansion, they have a grotto that you go into the pool. You have to swim underwater to get into. Secret, like, little sex area that's like... It's a legendary place. The grotto. Playboy Mansion. You gonna stay in here? You're gonna come out. You're gonna be quiet.
You do it one more time, you're just not coming out the rest of the night.
Yeah. You're grounded. One more. One more and you're grounded. One more time and you're grounded. That was a pretty lame attempt, D. It was a pretty bad jump, but we made it work. Dad caught, Dad picked. Right. Well, go.
Dad, I don't like how you put me on display.
Too bad. You're too cute. How do you convince yourself or anyone to keep going in this horse shit existence? What else you have to do?
I say, it's better than nothing.
Well, maybe it isn't, but if you had nothing, you wouldn't know any different, right? So what else do you have to do? Like what are you in a rush for? As painful and like laden with suffering as this existence can be, it's the only one I know of, right? Everything that I have to do takes place within it. What's the fucking rush,
There's always one more kitten you could pet. One more great hot dog. Whatever the fuck. Whatever you like.
Yeah.
There's always one more.
The dead only know one thing. It's better to be alive. That would be Full Metal Jacket. Joker looking at the Vietnamese people in the pit covered with lime.
If you gotta live just for that next hot dog, fuck it. Live for the hot dog.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a matter of perspective, right? You can say, my life is typified by tragedy and suffering. And I work every day to convince myself to continue being in that existence. And I can understand that. I've definitely held that position in my life. I wouldn't poo poo a person that has it. I think you need to probably understand that a lot of that perspective probably has to do with brain chemistry. But I'm not one to just take somebody's genuinely held perspective and throw it out the window. Right? But
Nope.
that's it. You don't hold it in. You just go. You're busted. Grounded. You just can't hold it in. It just comes out. Are you the same Paul who made the logical videos a long time ago, by the way? No. I mean, given like just cellular replacement, I'm a completely different being. And yeah, I'm philosophically a completely different being as well. So no, I'm not the same Paul that made those things back in the day. Being, yeah, that's what we call ourselves, right? It's a way that we wink to our own consciousness, right? I think, therefore I am, right? You could take it a little old English and say, I think, therefore I be.
Or would it be like methinks?
Methinks, therefore I be. Paul Plus, yeah, Paul 3.0, man. I think in my lifetime, every cell in my body has been shed and replaced at least 3 times.
I think it's like every 7 years.
Yeah. So, 3 or 4 times in my life, my entire body is a completely different body than it used to be.
There's more than 4 sevens.
Yeah, okay, maybe like more like 6. Cogito ergo sum primarily focuses on the idea that the statement itself might circularly assume the existence of a self, I, that is doing the thinking, rather than proving. Sure. Man. I remember us talking on the show earlier about how, like, it was most defo gonna be more people wanting to talk about the fucking election. It was just gonna double every day until the election. Tonight it's been straight up like 15 people so far. I got nuked out of here because all they want to hear about is Trump or Kamala. It's never all over. go for that tie still. That shit would be wild. That tie would be fucking like...
I don't think it's ever happened before. Like, they have a mechanism if it does happen, but...
Yeah. You would think that they would just create an odd number of... Right?
Yeah, because it can't be tied unless there's an even number.
Right.
So.
It has to be divisible by itself. Or divisible by 2 into a whole number. So, like... Why don't they just give, like, New Hampshire one more and just put it over into
at least California. Man, we are dying for electoral votes.
Yeah.
Our electoral vote to population ratio is garbage.
Yeah, it's worse than pretty much anywhere else in the United States. Like
New York is like a second, but like a distant second.
A distant second, yeah. Your vote counts for less in California per capita than it does in any other state. A California vote is literally the most worthless vote in the nation. The ratio of electoral votes to population is absurdly low. Absurdly low. So.
One more to California and then there's no ties.
Yep.
The end. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Let's finish it up. No more ties. Then we don't have to have this weird system by which the vice president, who's also the presidential nominee, gets to oversee the congressional and tie-break a congressional something. I can't even remember how it works. It's fucking insane. It's like a 3-step process that involves Kamala Harris.
Just one vote to California. That's all we're asking for.
Or just give like a half a vote to California and a half a one to Texas or something. Or New York. Spread out the level. I don't care. Just make it an odd number so that nobody can win them all. Nobody can win just half. Right? We did have a split vote below the electoral threshold, John Quincy Adams. Really? Yeah, well, there you go. It has happened before then.
Wasn't it like back in the day that like they determined the vice president by who was second?
I think you're right. That sounds right. I think we should do that again.
Yeah, like whoever's...
You motherfuckers are working together.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, so you better suck it up. Second place serves as the Veep. That would definitely smooth out people's like butthurt feelings about their candidate losing too. Once you've reduced it through the primary process to a runoff, right? 2 people. It's still like, I would rather still have a system with multiple competing parties, first past the post kind of thing. Yeah.
It'd be less vitriol for sure if they knew they had to work together eventually.
Yeah, eventually you motherfuckers are going to be in the same office working shit out, so you may as well just get over it. Jesus, you guys are really just having a fucking dunk a million motherfuckers tonight, huh? All right. Retard monkey button is on. Now monkey have to subscribe and wait 1 monkey minute before monkey can speak. Woo, 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 woo. Hate to have to do it, bro. I would love to like treat everybody in here like they're a fucking adult, but I got my fucking mods over there. Their fingers are about to fall off from banning you fucking retards, so sub modes only. You want to say something retarded? Pay me. Give me that guap. I'm monetized now, baby. Making that YouTube cheddar. Okay? So, Monkey business. Yeah, dude. It's true, though. People be up to monkey business on here, and I ain't got no time for monkey business, bro. There are definitely like some streams where it's all about monkey business.
You have a glut of choice.
You couldn't fucking watch every stream going on YouTube for 5 minutes in a day. I'm not even kidding, bro. The amount of choice that your ass has, fucking expansive, extensive, insane choice. Get with it, bitch. Taylor Swift is in my city for 3 nights. Paul, help me. The Swifties are surrounding me. Bro, just go in the basement and lock the doors and turn off the lights.
Dude, the truth is, the Swifties were always surrounding you.
I know, they're just like out now. The Swifties are just out in public. How goes the house hunting? It's not really like something we're doing super actively. And yeah, I'm just not even gonna fucking talk with you guys about it. I was excited about it and the idea of me moving. I thought it'd be cool to talk about it on stream. But the truth of the matter is until you've got that fucking contract signed and your shit is in the fucking pipe on the way there.
Security deposit on file.
Yeah, you got your legal protection. You just don't even fucking think about it. So you guys will find out when I move, when I'm moved.
And we ain't even gonna say shit until our shit's packed and we show up. We've just gotten too many goddamn times.
It's just nightmarish. They come to you, Paul, because they know you're a real one. They want something fresh and tasty. Yeah, that's right. That's true. Good point. They come to me because I'm fresh. Like a crispy, newly minted, non-circulated, blue face $100 bill. Crispy.
They almost feel fake when they're that crispy.
I know. Those are the ones that I always had to like get the marker out for at work. Because it's just like, yeah, I mean, it feels like new money, but new money feels like fake money. So let's get in there.
It doesn't feel as fabric-y yet.
Yep. Once money has been circulated, that like linen that they used in it starts to become texturally apparent. And you can just tell the difference between that and just a piece of paper that's been wadded up a bunch of times. That's what, like, it just, but like when that money is fresh and crisp, it's always like, let me get out the marker. Yep, all right, it's real. You think AI will soon give us all a simulated life of what billionaires have? I mean, kind of, yeah. They're already working on shit like that, right? So people rejected the idea because I just don't think we're there yet. But you remember when Zuckerberg was doing the whole meta thing, right? Where he was talking about like, bring your office to you. Here's your virtual apartment. You can fill it with whatever you want, and invite whoever you want, change it whenever you want, move it whenever you want, right? Like what he's describing there is just a virtualization of what he has. His office is wherever his fucking plane is at, wherever he's at, right? His house is whatever he wants it to be on a given day, right? If he wants it to be something completely different, he just tells somebody that he wants that, goes away for a couple of weeks, comes back, and everything's different, right? So that's what they're like. That was basically what was on offer when he did that big weird metaverse presentation, right? What was on, because like what else did they show off in that? Oh, look at the parties you can go to. Here's the nightclub where everybody's cool, everybody's sexy, everybody's dressed to the nines. Everybody is how they on the outside, how they feel like they want to be on the inside or whatever, or from the inside, you know. That's what billionaires get to do. If they don't like the way they look, they go get carved on, right? Or they go get a personal trainer, or they go get a style coach that dresses them and does their hair and their beard and then makes them look like somebody that's brand new, right? You can't afford any of that. And so that is what he was selling in Meta. It wasn't just like, here's a business tool, because so much of that Meta presentation was, here are the social tools. You can go to the cool nightclub and you won't be turned away at the entrance. You can go to the cool concert. Yay, look at everybody in the concert. You know what I mean? That's how billionaires, and to a maybe slightly lesser extent, millionaires live their lives, right? If you are a millionaire or a billionaire, you can wake up today and decide to do something like purchase a brand new home in a state you've never been in, travel all the way across the globe to a country that you've never been in and stay for a month. You know what I mean? And that is what they're going to try and sell us a virtualization of. The problem is that right now it's just not there. It's a bad bill of sale, right? When you look at the Meta presentation, none of what he showed looked as fun as actually having a penthouse apartment, actually going to a booty club.
That, and there was already like other virtual worlds it was competing with where people had all their friends there already.
Sure. I still, to this day, I don't think that he was wrong in terms of his prescriptions, right? Eventually, things like socialization has already moved online, right? Now, how do you keep track of your friends group? It's Twitter, right? Or it's Facebook, or it's a combination of those. How do you get together? How do you party? How do you, you know what I mean? It's all there already. He's just positing making it something that's more attractive to people. So right now, if you really think about what you're doing when you're scrolling the internet, it's pretty fucking boring. What if you could put a headset on and now you're surrounded by the internet, surrounded by people? Get on your virtual yacht that you paid $500 for, you know, and fucking toot around the virtual sea and have a virtual yacht party. Is like, as soon as that technology gets to a certain level of complexity and realism, it's gonna be wild. It's definitely gonna be
Do you
wild.
think the business owners will still fight against it and keep doing this RTO shit?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't get the RTO thing, but
I don't either.
feel like if you're working remotely right now, you got to be cautious because they could reel you back into the office at any time.
Yeah. Thank you for the banana. I appreciate you banana, James Cardiff. Give me all you banana. And I invest you banana for you. Oh, toesins or frozens. Oh. 2 for the homies. I like these edibles. They're strong and they're super mellow, like noodly, not like, but they taste like shit. It's like blueberry shoe leather.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go down. I think they make them that way because when you chew them, the more you break them up in your mouth, it's like, you know how your mucous membranes are blood barriers, right? Like, they'll make drugs that will dissolve under your tongue because it's a quick way to your bloodstream without going through the stomach. It's also like why suppositories are used, right? It's like a lot of whatever they call that. I can't remember what they. I think I'm saying that right. Blood barrier, right? It's like something that is a direct access to your bloodstream. And so it'll like, you know, go through your mucous membranes, which might be why I make these so like chewy, leathery. But
I just
whatever.
realized Dino manipulated us into letting
Oh, he's like, I thought I was. Yeah, he did, dude. A little shithead.
It looks like he's peeing or pooping or something.
Wow,
So.
good.
He's pooping, so he had to come out anyways. Oh my goodness! Did it get?
You have a dangler?
Jesus.
Dinor? Stay. No, don't do it. Just wait for Mom. She's gonna help you. You've got a dangler. Just wait. She's just gonna help you get the dangler.
My hair.
You are a nightmare today, D. You got a hairy poop. A hairy do dangler. Fight with your brother.
Working at the neighbor dog. Just wants to be your friend.
The fuck? What'd it do? I don't know. What'd it do? What'd it do with you? Too cold. Too cold to lay your whole butt down on it, huh? Oh my God, dude. It's so good that Dale wasn't here to witness the dangler. You know, that's just like, you don't want to give ammo between friends, you know?
He's acting like he still has to go. That's why he's being weird.
D, go potty. Go on. How cold is it? It's really not that cold. I would guess like what? What would you say? Like 50?
60.
It's 60 something?
Let's see. Yeah, I could be totally wrong. 54.
There you go. So, not that bad. Good, like, campfire weather, though. What is tomorrow? Sunday? Okay. You can go get some campfire wood tomorrow. We'll go together. Get like 3 or 4 bundles of them so I can make a couple fires and see how it works back here. See if it'd be worth getting a little bit more. like Pinball. I had a couple pinball machines I was kind of obsessed with as a kid. I would like look for them at every arcade, but I really was only interested in the really like, just like a couple of them. I was never a big pinball guy.
They used to be banned back in the day because they were used for money laundering.
Yeah, it's true. All kinds of little amusement machines. When I think of pinball, I think of Windows XP pinball game. Oh yeah, that was pretty good little digital pinball, honestly.
Did you ever figure out Minesweeper?
No. There was a few times I thought I had it figured out, and then I figured out I didn't have it figured out. But no, I was never able to get Minesweeper going.
I think that was like a social experiment.
I really don't think it's a winnable game. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Like, how long will people play a game that literally is pointless and you cannot win it?
Like, it is 100% up to chance.
Yeah.
There's no strategy.
Yeah. Like, how long will people do it? The answer is forever. It's free software of emulated machines in real life now called Visual Pinball. Cool. I wonder if they've got like the old classic machine that I was obsessed with, Black Knight. The Black Knight. He would talk shit at you. It was one of those ones that, like, when nobody was playing it, you know, it had like a cycle of noises that would play, and like, he would be like, "You have no chance against me." I'd be like, "What, bitch?" And he was right, though. I didn't really have a chance against him, but he was good at shit talk. He got me to play it. If I was rich, I'd get one of those in my little fucking dude cave game room or whatever. Have a Black Knight just talking shit to me all the time. It motivates me. Check out Black Knight Sword of Rage. Came out in 2019. I don't want the Black Knight remix. I want the OG Black Knight.
We should go to an arcade together one of these days. We've talked about it a lot. But
There's just not a great arcade near us. It's kind of a sad truth. This area had one good arcade, and as far as I know, it's been completely gutted. The Blackbeard's arcade was fire back in the day.
I grew up in, what was it, Monterey? They had it shut down for COVID.
Yep, in Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz.
Yep. My beach boardwalk arcade, the fucking aircraft hangar, or fucking wharf, fucking boat hangar thing that they turned into a goddamn giant arcade with everything in it. Yeah, thanks, COVID. Maybe we should just do like a trip up there. It's like in the off season for them anyway, so it'll be easier to find a little place.
It's a bit of a stretch for a day trip, but not like an absurd stretch.
What? Santa Cruz?
Yeah.
Santa Cruz is not that bad.
I think we did it as a day trip last time.
Yeah.
We didn't stay that long.
Yeah, we went up and back. It really is not that bad of a drive. It's a kind of a windy drive, but it's another drive I could do in my fucking sleep. Have you read the Dowdy Jing all the way through? Yes. Galloping Ghost Arcade is the largest arcade in the world, and it's in Illinois. It might be worth visiting. I love an arcade, man.
Casinos are dog shit now.
Yeah, casino arcades are just worthless now. They just may as well not fucking exist. They're just pointless. They gave up on it, I think.
Well, I just mean like the whole casino in general.
Yeah, casinos suck. Yeah, in general.
Like
You're
all
right.
the slots are too fucking.
They're skibbity. Too skibbity. Everything's too goddamn skibbity nowadays.
What do you gotta do to get a good old fashioned slot machine? Go to some seedy bar.
Yeah, I just want to smoke 3 packs of cigarettes and watch if I can get triple cherries across the goddamn reels, okay? Can I get that? No? I've got to sit and watch fucking... I don't even know, dude.
There were like Disney ones
Yeah.
and shit.
Fucking Star Wars characters battling it out on the screen and me just eating my money. It's like, nah, dude.
I remember seeing one at the airport when I did a layover in Las Vegas.
Yeah, just a normal ass slot machine. I bet those pay off for shit. Airport slots have got to be the worst slots. But at least it's a normal slot, you know? Yeah, I don't know how people just kind of allowed it to go to this, like, 99.9% digital slot shit, because I feel like maybe it's just as easy to rig mechanical slots, but, like, the digital slots, I could just picture them, like, manipulating it. You know what I mean? It just seems like it would be so fucking easy for somebody to just be controlling it. But whatever. I'm not a big gambler anyway, so it don't really bother me.
It was just lame walking on the casino floor and it not sounding like a casino.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't bother staying on the strip the last time.
Yeah. Being down on the floor where the action is at, right? And instead of it sounding like a casino, it sounds like a children's arcade. And they're playing like Post Malone, and there's kids all walking through it and giggling and running around in circles and shit. It was fucking wild. I was like, what? What happened to fucking Vegas, bro? Vegas used to be seedy and undeniably adult. Like, it was the places that you could throw your kids while you went and hit the fucking bars and strip clubs and slot machines were few and far between. And you really were not accommodated in bringing your children. Your children were not allowed on the casino floor. Couldn't bring your kids to certain restaurants because it required crossing casino, or they were casino adult-only restaurant spaces. I mean, all that shit existed in my lifetime. You go there now, dude, it's like fucking Disney World. There's no point anymore, bro.
And rip off at Disney World.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, it's like Disney World in every aspect. The prices are obscene. They know you. They've got you stuck on the strip, so they just charge you double for every goddamn thing now. Like, it used to be the opposite. They used to lure people to come to Vegas because everything in Vegas was cheaper than shit. Like, you
the
get
money was at gambling. They didn't want to take too much of your money that could be gambled away.
Well, it was a town of loss leaders. It was like fucking, you know, Costco selling a chicken bake for $1.25, right? When it probably is a $5 or $6 item. It's a loss leader because it gets people's asses in the door, and they're going to spend way more money than you lost on the chicken bake. They don't need to do that anymore because now it's a resort town. Now people are coming, bringing their kids for the shows and the vibes and the lights and the shopping and the restaurants, and it's just not even a gambling place anymore. You know, TJ stayed in a more like old Vegas hotel, and I will tell you that like their floor felt more like a hotel, like an old Vegas.
I think it was like an adults-only hotel.
It was. Yeah, it was, you know, no kids allowed, no families allowed, just literally like you got to be an adult to stay here. And it felt closer, but I got to be honest with you, it's small as shit. Right? It's in comparison to like what I remember from being a kid, the MGM Grand, the fucking Tropicana, the Bellagio. I mean, these fucking, you go on the fucking floor of these places and it's like another world, right? And that used to be really like a big draw about Vegas, was like, man, this is all money, all adult entertainment, no bullshit, no distractions, right? And now it's just Distraction City. Families running around, people wandering, you know, tourists just like lounging around in the fucking floor, like not there to gamble, just like looky-looing, wandering, just big groups of kids cutting through the fucking casino, nobody stopping them. People bringing their toddlers into the casino. That was that. You remember that? Were you there when we were sitting at the bar, just chilling, having some drinks, listening to the ambiance, enjoying each other's company? That lady she had like two toddlers, sat them down at like one of the tables for the bar, and was like going through her bag and like talking on the cell phone. And there's just like two toddlers sitting at the bar, not at the bar, but like, you know, in the middle of the fucking goddamn casino. It's like, we went to the buffet. It was just swarming with children, chicken nuggets and fucking, it was garbage. You know what I mean? It's like, why does every goddamn thing have to turn into, I'm a breeder, but I still want to do adult stuff. Make me a fake adult place to go that's kiddie. Like, don't you have a million of those? Disneyland, Disney World, Universal Studios with the magic Pokemon land. Take your fucking children over there. Get drunk at the bar over there and get double charged for it. Why? And well, I mean, I know why. Because if they can charge you, if they can get you to leave a couple grand there and charge you $90 every time you sit down with your family to have chicken nuggets, why not? They still have the rules, like kids aren't allowed to be on the casino floor. And when I was a kid, like you had to be escorted by an adult directly across. Like if there was something you had to get to, right, you were allowed to chauffeur your kid through the floor. There are kids just hanging around on what I consider to be the casino floor, grab-assing, chasing each other, giggling, running around, cutting in and out of the casino Starbucks that's right there. It's just like, what the fuck? You go to the big giant casino buffet that's inside the casino underneath, you know, you go down the stairs and it's just literally like 3 kids to every adult in there. It was wild.
I will say though that probably none of that tops your disappointment with that burger we had that first night.
Bro, that first night was fucking crazy. We pulled into this place and we had Dinor and Cricket with us.
We're staying a few days. We had
Right.
a bunch of bags and stuff too.
So we had a bunch of shit we needed to get up to our hotel. So my thought process was, let me drop you off. You can go get our tickets. I'll find the parking area and get our car parked. And then we'll meet and we can get the boys up to the room. That, you know, that's, dude, I got there. I had to piss so bad. There's nowhere to go. So I just got out of my car. I'm waiting to hear from Amelia that she's checked in.
Oh, it was a massive line.
But it was a massive line and a big fucking hullabaloo for that. So I just like looked over my shoulder, hid myself behind my car a little bit, pissed right there in the garage. Got Dinor out, found him a spot to pee. You know what I mean? Finally met up with Amelia and we had to do this insane scramble across the casino floor with 2 animals. Mm-hmm. It was just like absurdly, almost impossible to get to your room, which I don't even
have luggage carts either.
No, there were no luggage. Like, it was just, nothing was easy. You had to go down a bunch of steps, walk across the casino to get to the central elevator column to take you to the rooms. It was just like everything was designed the wrong way to make it nigh on impossible to get up in there and get up out of there. And then So like that night, we're fucking like we're just exhausted from the experience.
We've just been circling around
Right.
this giant hotel trying to get everything situated.
And my thought process is still set in old Vegas. So Amelia's like, oh man, I hope there's something, some food. And I'm like, it's Vegas. There's fucking buffets open 24/7.
First we were gonna do room service, and then
Yeah.
we realized room service doesn't exist
Yeah.
anymore, apparently.
Yeah, so we looked at the thing and they don't do they were like literally don't do room service past like 8 p.m. or some shit. I was like, and the room service is they just have somebody bring you something from one of their branded restaurants that's in there. And so like I was like, what? So we went, I was like, look, let's just go down there. Guarantee you there's some food. There was one sad looking deli open. And all of the regular restaurants that are adjacent to the casino floor, including the buffet, which back in my day, buffets were 24 hours. Every goddamn giant place had a 24/7 buffet. So if it's 3 in the morning and your ass needs a little bit of fucking food to keep going until 7 in the morning, it's there. Hot all day. Buffet is closed. All the restaurants are closed. We go to this food court that's like connects
2 different hotels.
Yeah, it connected the Bellagio and the MGM Grand.
No.
No.
It was the Luxor
Whatever.
and
Luxor and
the castle one.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Excalibur,
right. And they share this big giant food court. Really cool, like architecturally being in there and stuff, but it's just, so it was like literally just like fast food garbage. It was the most rote shit that you can imagine yourself eating, right? But it's Vegas prices. So instead of a $12 burger and fries, it's now a $22 burger and fries. So what was that? It was Johnny Rocket or whatever we ate. We decided like, let's just get a burger and fries. I'm hungry, you're hungry, I'm tired. Let's just eat and go to bed. So we got burger and fries. It was literally inedible. It was like sub fast food quality.
Imagine a stale ass McDonald's hamburger and then dial it 3 levels below that.
Right. The bottom bun was sloppy wet. It was just like, so I'm in Vegas where like, this is what I remember. You could like literally trip and fall headfirst into a fucking buffet that you didn't know existed 24/7, 365 days a year. The city that never sleeps. Now Vegas goes to sleep. Bedtime's at 8. If you're there on a weekday, bedtime's at 8. If you want to eat anything that isn't a stale $22 hamburger and fries. I literally threw it away. I took one bite of it. It was flavorless, unseasoned, like worse than a McDonald's cheeseburger.
That had been sitting on the warmer plate for a few hours.
Yeah. So I was just like, fuck it. Threw it away and went to bed.
I'm like, what are we going to do? We got to go through this whole maze to get our car again and then go drive to a McDonald's off the strip or something?
Yeah, it's fucking retarded. When you stayed at one of these big, and that's what fucking the Luxor is. It's one of these big, giant resort hotels. It's
supposed to be all-inclusive.
Right.
That's why they have the resort fees.
Exactly.
Everything's supposed to be there so you don't have to go anywhere.
Right. You don't have to fucking walk down the strip if you don't want to. There's 8 different fucking options for restaurants within fucking a 10-minute walk of you always. Right? That used to be how it was. Still, I lived there for 16 years. I hated this transition. At least you can back me on it, though. I'm not wrong, right? The city that never sleeps goes to sleep now, right? Am I wrong? 8 o'clock bedtime on a Wednesday. It's like, what? So I won't ever make the mistake of vacationing in Vegas again. Ever. There's just no point for us to go.
Yeah, we went for the fucking meetup, but we didn't stay anywhere near the strip.
Well, yeah, there was no point. I didn't even bother going to these fucking places and shit. It's just because I know how it is now. We did a Vegas meetup. We just,
We
I
stayed
didn't,
in some like
yeah.
Best Western.
We
Or
stayed in a
some
Best
shit.
Western or a Holiday Inn or some shit. And that was that. Pandemic killed it. Oh, was that what it was? They had to like, when they had to keep it closed for so long, they lost so much money that in order to get people to fucking flood back, they just made it Kid Town. Well,
Fired all the people that worked nights.
ruined it. Ruined the whole fucking thing, dude.
Yeah. Like, remember when we were checking in and we were finally, like, we're walking towards our hotel room? There was like a row of like 20 desks that used to be check-in desks, but were just empty. It's like it could have been so much faster if they just fucking.
It used to be. I gotta tell you, when I was in my 20s, right? Early 20s, me, my best friend, and a group of guys, 2 or 3 of us, right? Other guys, so like 5 of us in total, decided we were gonna go do a Vegas. I think it was for somebody's birthday. Last minute, we whip into Vegas, pull right up, get out, no plans, no reservations, right? Walk into Caesar's Palace, book an obscenely expensive room because we all piled in, right? We wanted to get a big room, right? That day, oh yeah, no problem.
Didn't have to wait in line.
Didn't
for
have to
2
wait,
hours.
dude. There was every desk had a person at it. There was nobody waiting. They overspent on that type of shit because when they got there, they wanted nothing standing between you and getting your goddamn wallet out.
Yeah.
They wanted to make that process of you checking in, getting there so smooth and perfect and tempt you along the way. They had a dude bring our bags. Yeah, where's your car's out here? Okay, yeah. They sent a guy with us. Valet parked our car as part of the fee. 24-hour buffet open all night long. Walk right out the door and go next door to the fucking Bellagio. 24-hour buffet open all night long. Cabs, just waiting. Get in one. It'll take you wherever you want. You know what I mean? Like everything was just... It was meant to be as stress-free as possible. Now it is literally like going to Disneyland. I shit you not. I was in the same kind of panicked, holy shit, this is way too packed mode when I was at Disney World, at the Magic Kingdom in Disney World or whatever, than I was at Vegas. It was the same feel, the same environment. Nothing makes sense anymore. Everything is just trying to pick your pocket. Everything is designed around people who are toddling kids with them and shit. Nope. How was the food then? Bro, do I even need to get into it? Dude, they weren't enticing people with garbo food. I'm not going to tell you it was like you go into the buffet at 3 a.m. at Caesar's Palace on a Wednesday night, and it is going to be the greatest food you ever had. I'm not going to lie to you.
But it's like solid
buffet
slightly
food.
above Golden Corral.
You're going to go in, they're going to have a carvery, you're going to be able to get prime rib, you're going to be able to get tacos, you're going to be able to get pizza, you're going to be able to get ice cream and cake and all the shit you expect to be at a fucking buffet. It's going to be fresh. You're not going to have to wait in a 25-minute line to get in it. It's just rotating people constantly, and there's a million of them, so they're never full. They're overstaffed as fuck, so they're clean. It's not filthy, disgusting, fly-covered bullshit. It's like they constantly warm things up, swap out the old shit, bring out the new shit. And that's 24/7, 365. Right? Now, even when it's on, you wait in a 20-minute line to get in the buffet. You get in there, shit's picked over. There's a line. You remember how there were lines within?
Yeah.
So you get into the buffet, and then you got to get in a line to get your tray, and then you get in the line for the carvery. You know what I mean? It's just like lines. It was so fucking jam shit fuck packed with people.
And the reason why it was so packed too was because all these restaurants had weird hours where they're open from like 1 to 7 or some shit.
Just garbage. COVID was probably the nail in the coffin. Yeah, I didn't even really think of it from that perspective because I really honestly thought that Vegas was a place that, yeah, it was going to take a hit during COVID, but as soon as they were allowed to open back up, it was just going to be like fucking like we're back. But it was more like, bring the kitties, won't you? You know, it's like, ah.
Well, just existing late at night in general is harder everywhere. Like, it seems like 90% of gas stations aren't open 24 hours anymore.
Oh yeah, yeah. Things are wild, bro. COVID did a lot of
24-hour
weirdness,
Walmart, which you were sad about because it's like you like. Sometimes you want a grocery
bro.
shop at 3 a.m. when no one's there.
Let me tell you what my life, because okay, when I got divorced, I up until that point I had a 9 to 5 that had me up at 7 every morning. You know what I mean? My life was forced to be early to bed, early to rise, that sort of life, right? But you know me. So as soon as I was left to my own devices, my ass was sleeping through the day, waking up in the dusk, staying up all night, going to bed in the morning, right? And I was able to function that way. It's fine. And I would have not been able to function, bro, if I couldn't have just like, because I just went to the super Walmart. It's 3 a.m. There's like 5 employees there. But most of them are stocking things. There's one thing open. There's 10 people shopping. It was just the best way to experience Walmart for a person like me that gets that, like, when it's the cacophony and it's ass to ass and shit. I just get fucking more and more anxious until I get fight or flight to a certain point.
Yeah, now like we're lucky enough that the grocery stores we have are at least open till midnight, but even then it's not like empty
No.
at the last hour.
And it was just like, and it's like, what happened to, what do people do now that work odd hours, like graveyard shifts, right? Where like they're getting off work at midnight, right? And they're supposed to go do their errands and stuff at night. That's why they used to have these places open and available 24 hours. Not all places, but big places, Walmart, grocery stores.
Yeah, you could always at least
fast
buy
food.
what you need and fucking gas up and
right.
Yada yada.
I guess a lot of people have switched to like having their groceries delivered at certain times, and I don't even fucking know, bro. It's crazy.
But yeah, if you're even slightly socially anxious, there's nothing better than getting that grocery shopping done when there's like not a soul in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It was a nice option, and it you know, I'm sure they, like, it wasn't like losing them money, otherwise they would have never done it.
Well,
right?
because it had to be open anyways to restock a giant ass store.
Well, yeah, and now that's the thing, is like they'll close these stores, but they still have employees in there stocking.
Yeah, it's not like that they lock everyone out.
No.
They still have people working all night.
So it's just like,
they just don't let people in while they're working all night.
Why not have a fucking cashier or two in there and let people fucking shop? I don't know, dude. Well, whatever. I'm just bitching like an old fucking toothless dude on his porch, shaking my cane.
Yeah, I don't know. One of these days, like, you'll be talking to, like, your fucking grand niece or something. It's like, back in my day, stores were open 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like, all right, great Uncle Paul.
Whatever you say. Ugh. My grand niece. Is that what like my niece's daughter would be? A grand niece?
I think.
Is that how it works? I'm a grand uncle. Great uncle, right?
Yeah.
Is what they call it. So great niece, maybe.
Yeah. We ain't having no grandkids, I'll tell you that. So it's gonna have to be little kids from more distant family members.
Yeah. I like that. I like that as I get older and there's more of the spawn of my family, they have to start calling me grand and shit. Great. Great Uncle Paul. That's right. I am fucking great, you little shit weasels. Now come here. Let me teach you a bunch of words you're not supposed to know. Somebody's got to do it. I like that. I like the idea of having to be grand. Yeah, I don't know. I have to be honest with you. The place is shit packed. So whatever they're doing is working, Vegas-wise. Clearly, they're raking in money hand over fist. That Raiders stadium is insane. They're packing out venues in there. Post Malone was charging fucking $400 a ticket for nosebleeds in that motherfucker. It's like, that's another sad thing too, is like, what happened to the concert? Dude, there's a video of Nirvana doing an interview with MTV, and MTV tells them like, what, I can't remember which artist it is. It might be U2 or something. They're like, U2, what they ask, what do you guys charge for tickets to get into your shows? And they said like $15. And they were like, do you guys know what U2's charging? Well, what's U2 charging for tickets? And it was like $45, and their jaws just dropped. They were like, $45 to see U2? Bro, now you can't even get a ticket reservation for $45.
Yeah.
$45 won't even get you and me a beer and a pretzel apiece over there.
Yeah.
$400 to go see Post Malone?
That's not covering parking and any liquids that you're not allowed to bring in. So if you're thirsty, you gotta pay like another $10 for a water or some shit.
Well, like, you know, maybe like this Eras tour, the Eras tour that Taylor Swift did, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Cost like $3,000 a ticket to go.
It's fucking crazy.
Like for nosebleeders, not like you're down 6. Dude, I saw Tool on the Lateralus tour. I was 6 rows back off the stage, on the floor. I was so close I could smell Maynard's sweaty ass armpits. You know how much I paid for those tickets? I think those tickets were all of $80 a pop. And that was in like 2003, 4, something like that. What the fuck happened? Bro, when I went to see Panic at the Disco, those tickets were obscene, right? And then I went to the merch table because, of course, my girlfriend at the time was going to want the merch from the thing. And I'm thinking like, oh, they're going to jam me up for $50 for a t-shirt. $50 for a bumper sticker. $110 for a t-shirt. $150 for a hoodie. I was like, what? Dude, I'm just gonna start a new fucking channel called Old Man Shakes His Cane. Cause I'm done with this shit. Do you telling me and my beautiful wife want to go see Post Malone, right? We're gonna drive to Vegas, right? It's gonna cost us what it costs us to get there. We're gonna get a hotel room in Vegas, right? Which is all now we're up over $1,000, right? Already. Just to be where we need to be to go see the big Post Malone concert. Now we're probably looking at $1,000, right? Then Posty wants me to pay $400 X2 for nosebleeders, where we got to have the binocs out going like, oh, I think I can see him down there. You know what I mean? And then if I want to get the cool ass Posty hoodie on the way out, they're going to scalp me again for another $180. Right? X2. By the time I leave and we've eaten, you know what I mean? I'm out like $3,000 on going to see a fucking concert. Nah. Pass. Big hard pass on that one. Freaking too slippery. Too sneaky. The sneaky snake.
Oh, I think we forgot to get the pack of smokes. We went in there.
Duh. Man. I need a hat. It's cold. I want a hat. I didn't forget. Too barky. No more barky work. Oh, goodness. Okay, that's better. Now I think my stoner ass is ready to... ready to chill the fuck out for a minute.
Did you want one too? No.
What? A beer? No, I'm good.
I kind of figured like that you're already pretty loaded.
Yeah, you know, I don't mind a crossfade, but there's really no point at a certain point.
Yeah.
And a 600 milligram dose is about that point. You may as well just not. Has your seasonal depression eased up already with this cooler weather? It takes time. I do feel a certain amount better almost immediately, but as far as like the malaise of it, it takes time for me to transition. And it's kind of like a bad period because my body will ache a whole lot more. My muscles and like old injuries will be more tender and like painful.
As it gets moister and colder.
Yeah. So it just takes a while for it to kick in for me, but it's definitely better.
You're definitely not like as miserable, but you're just kind of wore out from being miserable for 3 months.
Yeah, and I just think, you know, it's not like one-to-one tied, my depression, to like the weather. It's just a contributing factor. But, you know, whatever. I'm used to it at this point. Just a cycle that is part of my existence. I just deal with it. Like everything else, it's part of a cycle, right? Do you think of weed carts? Not my favorite shit. I don't mind them if they're clean and decent, and like that's what you got around, and or you need to be stealthy about it or whatever. They're kind of cool to have, but like as far as me just sitting here chilling, give me a joint. You know, pass me a pipe or something.
You don't notice a massive difference with the coughing between the two of them either, really.
Yeah. So you get seasonal depression during the summer. Yeah, most people say they get it in the winter, but I definitely get worse over the summer. Yeah, I mean it's like just one of those things. It's not like it doesn't make you a unicorn or anything. It's just like, but it's called seasonal depression, not winter depression, for a reason, right? Some people get it worse when the weather gets cloudy and cold. Because I think I'm so sensitive to high heat, it like forces me to be inside all day way more than I want to be. Coming outside, I want to enjoy like sitting. And when it's 115 degrees outside, you just can't.
I don't know, like you could like maybe do a stream like before 8 a.m.
Go back and look.
Yeah.
You guys will see me out here sweating like a fucking whore in church at like 10 a.m. going like, well, can't do this no more because it's fucking 100 degrees already.
And then 10 o'clock at night too. It's
right,
like,
and then I'll come out. Yeah, go back 3 or 4 months. 10 o'clock at night, my ass will be out here sweating like a whore in church, going like, I cannot believe it's still 98 degrees and it's 10 p.m. Right? That to me is just like the essence of depression. It's like you want to be outside, you want to recenter yourself with a little bit of fucking not being under your roof. Right? Sit in your yard, talk, smoke, chill, enjoy like the sounds of birds and the wind and all that. And it's just, all it is just an oven.
Yeah, and it was so hot the birds weren't around either.
And birds migrate the fuck up out of here. Leave us with all the fucking spiders and cockroaches and flies to pester us and shit. Mosquitoes. It's garbage.
I did see some flies, but they weren't being as brave. They were all like huddled together.
Yep.
Over a turd.
Yep.
They weren't.
They're like, winter is coming. No more time to bother the humans. Save your strength. Just depressed all the time. Doesn't matter the season. You know, whatever. Trying to get better. Watching people like you does help. Well, it's not something that's not all I talk about, but like, you know, mental health stuff will come up, and I'm not ashamed of anything that I, you know, have my diagnoses or the things that I go through, you know. I try not to be ashamed of those things because I know that like part of breaking the stigma of those things for people that suffer is like being able to talk about it frankly and stuff. And so, you know, when it comes up topically, I try and do that.
Being pathetic. I gotta take a picture of that old face. He'll let me.
If he'll fucking hold on long enough for you to get your camera on him.
Okay, so let me see if I can do a zoom too. You gotta show.
Look at him.
His face is pressed against the window. It's kind of hard to tell.
He's smashing his face against the window and that look. You're grounded. Please let me out.
You should make that your picture for the show on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm trapped in this politics.
Yeah. Jesus.
I'll text it to you.
Yeah. Hey, dude, you're gonna break me eventually, but if you bark, it's just over for you.
Yeah. You're just gonna go in the bedroom, so you can't be pathetic.
But I said that the first time, and you've already done it 3 times. But this time, I fucking mean it. What did he do? He just barks, and his bark is piercing, and it's 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And nobody.
The little neighbor dog isn't trying to hurt him. He just wants to say hi, but he keeps barking at him.
Dale will come and jangle and whimper a little bit, and Dinor just feels like he has to bark every goddamn time. And it's loud, and it's annoying, and sometimes he'll set the whole fucking neighborhood off.
Yeah, because they're our other neighbors got a little dog, and then their neighbors have a little dog.
Like, he's a Shih Tzu mutt. And Shih Tzus are already loud yappers, but like it's the hound, man. He's got that hound throat. And he's got the hound instinct to tree an animal and then just bark at it till you get there.
Yeah, and that little possum just ran by. He would have barked.
Yeah, that would have been a whole explosion. I would have let him out, and then literally 20 seconds later, he would have seen that possum exploded in a fit of insane barking. And then I would have just put him back in, and he'd be whimpering at the door again. You know what I mean? It's just like Dinor is a creature. You're absolutely right. He is his own thing. And that's one of the reasons why, you know, I think it would be good to have a bigger piece of land is like, if I've got a good fenced-in piece of land and Dinor wants to bark and chase a squirrel, I don't have to yell at him about it. He can just do it. Go do it, D, for a while. As long as you're down out, fucking way off in the back, whatever, just go chase this goddamn squirrel. You know? The chain reaction is fucking ludicrous. Well, he loved it when we lived with a bigger backyard. He doesn't necessarily, like, he's not going to be, like, running all over it all the time, but he loved, like, you know, being able to just trot his little ass all the way out if he wanted. And so, like, it'd be nice.
Can we just put him in the bedroom?
No. I'll tell him to go on about his business. Dinor, go. Go lay down. Okay, he's not going to do it. I'll just let him out, but this is it.
Yeah.
Goes in the bedroom.
There you go. Yeah, this is the absolute last chance, and then it's bedtime.
Okay? Listen to me. Come here. Come here. If you go ape shit and bark one time, you're going inside, and no amount of pathetic wimping is going to get you to come out here and chill. Okay? If you continue down this path of bad decisions, then I will have to make the dad decision, okay? And right now, what you're doing is you're looking left, right, up, and down for something to bark at. So already, you're about to break the rule. Right? I can tell. You're in alert mode. And you probably smell a little bit of that possum ass that just passed by. In one ear, out the other. I don't even think it ever goes in an ear, to be honest with you. He's literally just looking to do it right now. He's looking to bark his ass off right now.
Quiet.
Be quiet. No bark. No wimp. Perimeter is secure.
Yeah.
Stand down, soldier. Soldier. You're relieved of your post. The perimeter has been secured. At ease. At ease, soldier.
Want to do some mom lap?
Here, mom's got a lap too. I'll get you some mom lap time.
No, you don't have to be on camera. I know you don't like camera.
No, you don't like being on the camera. You're camera shy.
Just relax on mama lap.
But he's a good Mauser dog. He would be the literal worst Mauser. He loves to chase, but once he gets, he will not. He doesn't know how to bite. Not really. He doesn't have the kill instinct. He has the treeing instinct. So he's got that like hunting hound instinct a little bit in him, where he sees a little animal, he chases it until it goes somewhere he can't get it, and then he just barks at it until we come get it. Like he's got, you know, generation upon generation of that instinct inside of him, even though that's so far from what he needs to do now. So far from what he should be expected to do. But he has that. He's doing it right now. And it's like in a certain environment, this would be perfect. Like if I was a duck hunter or something, or a raccoon hunter, or a fox hunter or something, bro, this instinct would be awesome. He'd tell me right where it was. I could walk straight to him. He'd chase it, tree it, and then I get it.
And we'd hear it from a mile away.
Yeah, we'd just walk towards the bow-wow-wow. Your little dog is a mouse killer, yeah. Little Mauser type dogs will grab like a little mouse or a rodent and just shake it, kill it.
Well, remember he did bring us that mouse skull that one time that something else had killed.
It was a bird skull.
Oh, bird skull.
Yeah. So I don't think he even knew what that was.
He just knew it smelled like.
Yeah, he's like, animal and meat, maybe. Yeah, no, I mean, like he literally, like, he'll look at me like he'll get a cat cornered. Not really cornered, but just like where the cat's like, you ain't coming no closer to me, bub. And he'll stand there barking, and he'll look back over his shoulder at me like, Dad, do your thing. And I'm like, dude, I don't have a thing. I don't care that there's a cat, bud. But Dad, there's a cat fucking right here, dude. Do your thing. I don't have a thing. I don't kill cats, man. It's cool that the cat's there. I'm chill with the cat.
Chill with the possum.
Chill with the dog next door. Chill with the birds and the bees and the coconut trees. It's you that has a problem with those things. And only you. And there's no way to explain that to you.
No.
I wish against wish that I had a little dog to human translator and I could just go, roo, 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 and you'd be like, oh, I don't have to bark at that stuff anymore. No, you don't have to. I know it feels like you have to, but you don't. Oh, cool, thanks, Dad. It is kind of fucking tiring to do it sometimes. It's constantly. So it's good to know.
We could explain the concept of locked doors to him.
Yeah.
Like someone's not gonna bust in just because they're outside our door.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that door, man, they're gonna have to get an axe to come through that fucking thing, man. You know? We're good.
He doesn't like that corner of the yard is dark.
No.
He thinks a big boogly woogly is gonna come out of it, so he's gonna watch it.
Yeah, that's why I want to get a fire. I think if I made a fire right here, it would cast enough light that would make it less fucking, because yeah. But if we do get a big backyard, we can put in some floodlights and stuff.
That's exactly what he's thinking. It's like there's a dark corner back there and I can't quite see what's back there.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a big boogly woogly.
Boogly woogly, spookily dookly. You want to come back up? Had enough lap.
I don't want to go on camera again, Dad. Oh man, it's a whole little cat fight going on.
It's a cat fight. Do 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 do. It's a cat fight. Do 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 do. What's a good bag of chips? I don't know, man.
I feel like I like Sun Chips, but I only get them like if we're like getting a sandwich and it comes with it.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way with most chips.
You don't really crave them unless
Yeah.
it's like it comes with a little sandwich combo or whatever.
Yeah, if I'm getting like a sandwich or it's like a side for a burger or whatever, I'll get us chips. But yeah, I'm not a real big chip guy. I like hot Cheetos though. That's my poison. If I got to pick my poison, I like a Funyun. I like a sour cream and onion. I like a cheddar and sour cream, ruffle kind of cheddar and sour cream situation.
Yeah, we've gotten that a few
Yeah,
times, but it felt like
it's
it
too
was,
much.
yeah.
You don't want that much chip. I like them fucking kettle chips with the jalapeno. Those are fire,
But only with a sandwich.
but only with a sandwich. I'm not gonna sit and eat kettle chips, man. That's fucking crazy. Man, look, dude. Cool Ranch people, I get you, and I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I have never enjoyed a Cool Ranch Dorito. But original nacho cheese Doritos are the go at. Okay? And you can get mad about that all day. Nacho cheese, original, not extra spicy, not limon, fucking OG nacho cheese Doritos knock Cool Ranch out of the fucking park. You know why Cool Ranch was such a big deal when it came out back in the day? Because you're looking at a dude that was alive when they came out with Cool Ranches. Okay? I was one of the first motherfuckers on the planet to eat a Cool Ranch Dorito. Okay? And let me tell you something about it. Do you know why Cool Ranch was such a big fucking deal when it came out? Because the sheer and utter and complete obvious dominance of nacho cheese Doritos, the mating fucking calls, man. The nacho cheese Doritos were so dominant and so perfect that there were very few options in the chip world that even stood up. And then the brilliant motherfuckers over at Doritos go like, man, nobody competes with us. Let's compete with ourselves. And they come out with Cool Ranch. But let me tell you a little something about Cool Ranch, and you guys are just gonna have to fucking accept this, okay? And it's gonna be harsh truth, but that's what this is about. Cool Ranch came out, right? Everybody was like, damn, you try them Cool Ranches? It's like, yeah, dude, they're fucking pretty good, Cool Ranches, right? But the people that stuck with the Cool Ranches, bitch made every last one of them. The people that never went back to nacho cheese, that were like, I'm a Cool Ranch dude now. You know what I mean? Bitch made every one of them to a T. You know? Something wrong with them. They weren't mixed up right in the lab. Came out a little twisted. What about taco flavor? Bro, don't even start with me about these whack-ass Doritos flavors. It's nacho cheese and it's Cool Ranch in that order. Oh yeah, dude. Straight out cuckery. Sticking with the Cool Ranch. It's cool to have the Cool Ranch, everyone. Dude, I got no... Listen, dude, I'm a progressive guy. I'm going to tell you, okay? I see you pick up the Cool Ranches. I'm not immediately going to assume, like, he's cooking, right? But if the next time I see you, it's straight for the Cool Ranches. Next time I see you, straight for the Cool Ranches. Next, right? I know what's up. You guys hear these fucking cats? A nightmare over here, bro. Exactly. Megan, we had 2 flavors of dominant Doritos, and that's all we needed. That's all we ever wanted. It's more than we ever wanted. Nobody asked for Cool Ranch. Nobody. Ever. You never cared much for the Cool Ranch? Solid. Nacho cheese wasn't the original flavor of Doritos. Only learned that recently. Yeah, I'm too old. I mean, I'm not old enough for that, though. Dude, nacho cheese Doritos were the standard by the time I came about. And that's really when the world began. Like, world history really begins in 1980. Can we all agree on something? Everything that happened before the year 1980 is pretty much bullshit. Okay? You don't need to know about it. Don't even worry about it. Okay? Fuck no, I didn't like 3D Doritos, bro. Garbage. Nobody ate that shit seriously, bro. That was for kids. No serious connoisseur of Doritos ever went and got the puff Doritos and was like, these are pretty good, actually. No. Well, if you were a kid, then, yeah, get them, I guess. Little fucking weirdo. Those fucking cats are crazy, bro. Stray cats are wild. If you ever lived in a neighborhood that has, like, multiple clutches of stray cats, bro, they'll just sit and yowl at each other like that for hours, bro. It sucks. Dude, is that real? Is that just copy pasta, dude? You work at a hotel, you had a guy get a room for his fiance. She said she's clubbing and wants to help her out, but there's a guy with her to tell him because she won't stop cheating. Fuck no, bro. Is he putting a little extra guapa? That's what I would honestly do. I'd say, sir, that's not a standard hotel fucking feature, bro. But you know, my friend Benjamin Franklin might be able to convince me. You know what I mean? What like basically just be like, all right, sir, I'm willing to fucking do your shady business for you. How much guap you putting up? When I'm just supposed to like do it on the sly for you on principle? It's like, fuck that, I don't care, dude. You know how many people's fucking fiancés get railed by people they ain't about to marry in this hotel every fucking second of the day, bro? They'd have to create a new position. So I tell you what, you want me to watch your sloppy? Come up with some guapi. All right? Because, bro, I got other shit to do. You know what I mean? Money talks and bullshit walks. Yeah, how much guap are you putting up on this fucking, quite frankly, sad, shitty deal that you put yourself in, bro? Because you want, I'll tell you what, I'll give you this free. Break up with that hoe. There, bro. I just saved you hella money, bro. In fact, your name is on this room. Cancel that fucking room and leave that hoe out. How about that? Your fiance. Can you make sure my fiance isn't getting booty blasted while she's alone in Vegas? No. Take a word of advice. Break up with that hoe. Yeah, be the other dude. Now you know what room somebody's looking to get fucked in, bro. Be like, thanks for the tip. Turn on the no calls button for her room. Excuse me, ma'am. Just wanted to check and make sure everything's okay. That's another route. That's the chaotic route. I, unfortunately, as funny as that is, I'm not chaotic enough. I'm a little too towards the neutral side on the chaotic scale. That's for them fucking like devoted chaos folks. You know what I mean? That's how, and then you got to have a little bit of riz on top of that, because if you look like a goddamn fucking World of Warcraft nightmare or some shit, no chick, it doesn't matter. You can walk into her room, it doesn't matter, right? But if you get, you know, if you got enough riz to pull it off, that is the chaotic option. You know that there is a fiance and she is DTF in room 324, bro. Get in there. Here's a piece of advice. If you go in there and an old saggy titted lady comes out of the fucking shower, just leave. It's a bad deal, homie. Don't do it. Don't jump on that grenade. Yeah. I don't know, man. You got three options right there. Number one, here's the what would they call it? Here's the fucking I'm trying to remember these like alignments and shit from D&D nerd shit. Oh, there's like lawful good, right? So the lawful good option is, hey, dude, break up with that hoe, right? The true neutral option is how much guap you putting up. And the chaotic option is, sure, sir, I'll keep a close eye on her, and then you go fuck his fiance. There you go. Chaotic evil, you know, lawful good, and true neutral options for you. Want to see how you looked young? Like, how young? What are we talking about here, bud? How young we talking about, bro? Like, what do you need to see? You could also tell him she wasn't, she was with a guy even though she wasn't, like 20 or something. Okay. Well, that I can do for you. Ask and it shall be answered. Amelia's in there watching some Uncle Roger. Oh yeah, she sent me that. Sent me the fucking dinosaur pictures of doom. Okay, yeah. This dude wanted to see a picture of me at 20 or something. Let me see if I got pictures. Old pictures in here somewheres. 20 is what we're looking for, ish. I think I can get you in that zone. At least show you, I think I got like 20, 26 or 27 in here. It's pretty easy. Let me see. Okay, well, that's way younger than you asked for. Let's see. I just got to dig for these. I've got some absurd pictures in here, bro. I may not have the one that I'm thinking about. I was just at my mom's house, so I may be thinking of the one that she has hanging on her wall, but I thought I had it here. Oh, here's a hot one, dude. Damn. I forgot this was up in here. I don't know if you guys deserve to see this one. Dude, here is me with the the feminine, that like that app that made you look more feminine turned on. You know what I mean? That one, that face app that would make you look like you were more masculine or feminine. That's me on max feminine, bro. Max feminine, bro. Whatever, man. You know how it be sometimes. Max feminine Paul, bro. Dude, I have some wild fucking retarded pictures of myself in here. Like what? Like can I ask you like why is that in my phone? You know what I mean? Who knows? Questions that won't. Yeah, you want to see me looking normal. God damn it. Okay. Normal. I have so many retarded pictures. I mean, this is an older picture of me. This is probably like 32, I think. Was that a rally? So, I mean, that's me. That's like the beard cleaned up a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know, just a few years ago. Sorry. I mean, that's not as young as you wanted. I know, but you know, I'm really trying to help you out here. I'm trying to help you out here. Let me see what I got. I mean, this is a kind of an older picture of me. Last time I shaved my beard, my girlfriend took this candid shot of me when I woke up in the morning. And it's, you know what I mean? Like, a little fucked up. You know what I mean? This is why I keep the beard on. So I don't know, man. I think I was in my 30s there too. So I don't know if that helps or anything. I hope that gives you some idea. I'm done. This dude's a hard troll. What? What am I supposed to do, bro? What do you want me to do? The dude asked me like, dude, I want to see you young. I'm like, dude, I'm the troll though. Yeah, dude. Golf ball through a garden hose there, Matt Blank in my prime. Man, I want to see you when you were young. Yeah, that question feels real. In 2024, though? In 2024, though? It just, yeah, it hits different in 2024. He's hunting me. Dude, am I being groomed? Dude, Am I being groomed? Like, RN. No cap, for real, on God, on squad, on phonam grave. Okay, put it on mama, put it on papa, put it on peepaw, put it on meemaw, right in front of me, and tell me, did I just get groomed? Guys, I might have to make a special fucking post about this. I might have to make a twit longer about this. I literally might have to share my fucking story, dude. Like, I can't even believe that happened right here, dude. All I'm doing is I'm out here trying to stream, and a dude just groomed me. Hashtag been groomed. Dude, yeah, dude. He drive-by groomed me. It was like a fucking, like one of them dog groomers that comes by your pad so you don't even have to take your dog nowhere. He was one of those. He just pulled up in the chat and groomed me. Hey, new sub, what's your channel about? Just call you. Dude, I don't know. Right now it's about, did I just get groomed by the chat? Dude, is grooming nowadays a right-wing bullhorn? No, it's an actual thing, but people call it's like, I've heard it said that like one of the biggest mistakes ever made was like popularizing pop-sci terms like gaslighting, grooming, because it empowers people with just enough knowledge to go out and start making diagnoses, but with none of the rigors that are behind an actual diagnosis. Like grooming as it exists, right? The idea of an older person grooming or taking a younger person and, well, grooming is just a good word for it, right? Like, slowly but surely training them into being exploited, right? So that's not new, right? That was shit that I remember being like taught about when I was younger, when they would talk about how, a person might seem nice, person might promise you candy, a person might seem like a really nice person with a nice smile. That's like explaining like how someone grooms you into, doing something you shouldn't do at that age, right? So that concept is not new. It's just somebody started using it on social media and it caught on like wildfire, and now everybody runs around and thinks that every attempted sexual interaction is grooming. So that's kind of how it works, right? And part of it, yes, part of it is conditioning them to be codependent, deconditioning them against anything that they've been prepared to like be defensive about when it comes to those sorts of things, right? Oh, it's not like that. It's that kind of creepy shit, right? And that definitely exists, and there's definitely should be a term for it. But every time somebody hits on you, in your Twitter DMs or whatever, it's not grooming, bro. I'm sorry, but it just ain't. Paul isn't grooming and indoctrination. I mean, it's on the same spectrum, right? The words could be used interchangeably given the situation, given specific instances, right? Well, that is a term, right? Steel Griffin. Person in power grooming their protege or their heir. the heir apparent, right? So like an old guy that established a business, passing it along to one of his children or to his wife, right? And preparing that person to take the mantle of power. So it's a word that, like, you know, it has multi-functions, right? I don't know. We live in a crazy world, folks. There's a whole gang of craziness. What about someone wanting to be groomed like an animal? That's a whole thing, isn't it? I'm not like that. See, like, when I talk to you guys about like sexuality, I'm interested in sexuality from a psychological standpoint, but I'm not super titillated by it in the way that some people are, in terms of like, ooh, I wonder what this person's into. I wonder what that person's into. Like, that is just never, like, my understanding of human sexuality as an adult has broadened to the point where I understand that people are into kinky stuff and it just is what it is. But that makes me like a person that, like, I don't know the names and terminology for a lot of the stuff, right? But I do know that there are people that want to be like treated more like dehumanized almost, right? To the point where it's like, I want you to keep me in a cage. I want you to walk me on a leash, right? I really honestly don't know like where that falls in terms of what you would term it, right? But I know that there's like, you know, that's a thing with people. It's interesting to me from a psychological perspective. It's not interesting to me from like a ooh, the titillating details perspective. It's like, you know, consenting adult, I don't give a shit. Like that's right where I fucking stand on it. And I was kind of shit posting because it was errant thought. Oh, okay, you shit posted then. Shame on you, sir. The temperature has dropped. What did Amelia say it was earlier? She said it was like 58 or 54. I bet it's way colder now. Let's see. 52. What's going to be the low today? 50. So this is about as cold as it's going to get tonight. Give or take a degree or two. But shit, it's really going to start. We got 44 degrees on Sunday for a low, 41 for a low. Next Monday, it's going to start getting a little nipper around here. I'm going to need that fire pit situation. It's like they're including me into their kink without my consent. Anyway, I think I'm done. Good night to all, and to all a good night.